Sandy here, and today I am up for Stretch the Sketch. This is the sketch that we are stretching. It is a 12 by 12 sketch. I am not sure if I'm going to turn it into a 12 by 12 plus a little bit, or if it's going to be a full double page spread. I do have some photos of some basically junk food from New Year's Eve, and then I also have my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit that I created by shopping at Tuesday Morning. I will have a link down below if you would like to see this kit in all its glory. So let's see what I can do. Now, when I was picking out this paper at Tuesday Morning to create this kit, I did not realize that almost all of the B-sides were dots. They were some sort of dots. So that makes it a little bit difficult when you are trying to mix up pattern papers. The colors coordinate great, but it's just a whole bunch of dots. So that was definitely a little bit of struggle. I decided to do dots on dots. And I put the larger kind of like confetti dots on top of this tone on tone blue dot. And then what paper do I mat my photos with? You guessed it, another dot paper. So here it is. It is a yellow dot, and I have it trimmed down enough that I don't think that when you're looking at this layout, you aren't like, look at all those dots on dots on dots. Or maybe you are, maybe your eye is just drawn to all the dots. And if it is, it's just the way it turned out, you guys. It's just the way it turned out. Now, I only had one sheet left of the yellow paper, so I had to Frankenstein my photo mat, and it turned out pretty good. You definitely can't tell when you're looking at the layout. Now, if you got your face down close to my layout and was looking at every single little minute detail, you might be able to see it. And if you want to get your face that close to the layout, like, by all means, be my guest, but I'm just not that worried about it. So here we have all the junk food, and I decided that I needed to break up all of the dots. So I have this piece of paper, and it has the same color blue as the dots in the background, but it is a diagonal stripe. I love a good diagonal stripe. I mean, I even love a bad diagonal stripe, but are there really any bad diagonal stripes out there? I don't think I've seen a bad diagonal stripe. If you have seen a bad diagonal stripe, drop me a comment in below, because I would really love to know. Now, this might look a little weird. I'm just literally putting these rectangles of diagonal stripes on top of the confetti dots. And, you know, honestly, I'm okay with that. It breaks up the dots for me, and that's mainly what I was looking for. I am going to fill a lot of this layout space up where the confetti dots are, so I'm not really concerned that you're just kind of like looking at this hunk of paper just chilling there. It doesn't bother me. So I am exclusively using my kit, and it's a good thing I remembered that I had all of these Project Life cards because they add in extra colors and extra patterns, and that is definitely what I needed. I do use some of these word cards, and I really don't bother trimming them down or anything. They do have the rounded edges, but again, I'm not worrying about it. This is more of a kind of fun and playful layout, and it's really not that serious of a layout. This isn't like an epic memory. It's not like it's somebody graduated or somebody had a baby or somebody got married, or it's not like a huge life event. I mean, I'm scrapbooking the junk food we ate on New Year's Eve. So to me, like, this kind of fun doesn't have to be completely amazing layout. There it is. Because that's just the way it is, people. Like, I definitely don't think all of my layouts are completely amazing. Some of them I definitely love more than others, but what I love the most is that the memory is scrapbooked, the photo is in the album, and it's on the shelf so that anybody that wants to look through the albums can. And I know a lot of people don't go back and look at their albums, but around this house we do. We actually looked at our first Disney trip albums tonight because we were looking at Disney and, you know, going to visit sometime. So that's what it is. It's just good to have these kind of memories in books. And if everything was this epic piece of artwork, I don't think I would enjoy my album so much. I definitely like the variety, and I definitely like the different color schemes and how some pages are super lumpy and some pages are super flat and some pages have sequins and some pages have glitter glaze. Like I like the variety. I like it all. So there is that. So I'm just pulling out each little sticker and thing that I have in my kit, and just adding little bits in, trying to just add some visual interest to the page. Because like I said, I am feeling very dotty. Very, very dotty. I did bring in the pink doily. Now, just as a heads up, the doily was not originally in the kit. That was pulled from my stash. I forgot I had these Truly Grateful puffy stickers, and I decided to add in the little fruit puffy stickers. There's definitely no fruit on these pages, or photos, and there's definitely no healthy snacks on these photos, but you know what? It's food, and it's themed, and in my mind it connected, and it worked. I'm also bringing in a couple black and white things. I do have a lot of white already on the layout. There's not a lot of black, so I just make sure to include it in a couple places. Like I have the simple things, tiny word phrase over there on top of the wood veneer card. I'm also going to add a little word phrase over top of this. Going to add one over here in this little cluster next to that cute little apple with the bite taken out of it. And I also have the word love. Now I pull out these thickers, and these are a little bit of a funky thicker. They are kind of a distressed pink, and on some of the thickers the distress looks green, and on some of the thickers the distress looks black. So it is a little bit of a funky thicker, but it's okay, because this is kind of a funky page, you know? So I add it on top of the wood veneer arrow here. I do use my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. That stuff makes thickers stick. I feel like that should be its tagline, like we make thickers stick, because everybody knows that thickers don't like to stick. They just don't. I've pulled out these little Bo Bunny candy dots, and I use just about all, I think just about all of this shade of pink. I'm sprinkling it about the entire page just because I like the look of enamel dots on my page. I think that they are super fun. I add seriously one tiny little line of journaling that says New Year's Eve 2018. And write Happy New Year in the little tabs sitting there. So thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check everyone's link out down below who is participating in Stretch the Sketch this month. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.